Verse 19. And lest thou lift up thine eyes unto the heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the host of heaven. Okay, so that's the host of heaven. What's the host of heaven? The sun, moon, and the stars, the constellations, right? Shouldst be driven to worship them and serve them, which the Most High thy power have divided unto all nations under the whole heaven. Okay? So this is what's going on. This is your so-called Sunday worship, man. Right? When you're looking up to the sun, when you're looking up to the moon, you're looking up to the stars, okay? The constellations. When you're following your zodiac, right? It's not a sin to know what your zodiac is, because the Most High created the constellations. And then when you look at the stars during that time of the year, it actually looks like the zodiac that's being displayed. Okay. And then when you look up the characteristics of those zodiacs, it basically tell you exactly how that zodiac is. Okay. So it's not a sin to know those things, right? But unfortunately, see, a lot of our people, they think it's a sin to know those things, and it's really not. Like I was having a discussion, with a brother one time, Salakia, about that. And, he was telling me, oh, well, it's a sin to follow the zodiac. It's a sin to know anything concerning the zodiac. You're not supposed to be following if you're an Aries. You're not supposed to be following if you're a so-called Gemini or Cancer or Leo, but it's not a sin. Where in the Bible does it tells us it's a sin to know about the zodiac, right? To have an idea of what the zodiac is. It's not a sin to know that. This, as the scripture tells us, we're not supposed to be ignorant in any matter. So it's not a sin to know about the zodiac, right? But it will be a sin to follow tarot. Okay, tarot concerning the zodiac, when you have all of these witches and sorcerers, okay, tarot workers, the Ouija board workers, right? The diviners, right? They tell you, okay, well, if you're a Leo, or if you're a Taurus, or if you're a Cancer, then you're supposed to do this, that, and the third on a Tuesday. If you're a Libra, you're supposed to do this on a Thursday. If you're a Pisces, you're supposed to do this on a Sunday. And then you follow suit on that, and then you start doing those things. You start following what these diviners tell you to do concerning your personal zodiac. Now that becomes a sin, because according to scripture, you're supposed to do what the Most High tells you to do, which is keep the law, statutes, commandments on a daily basis. You're supposed to have your mind meditated on keeping the commandments of the Most High and following the ordinances and the statutes of, not following what some diviner tells you. Okay, if your zodiac is a Taurus, then on Tuesdays that's your best day. Or on Fridays, you're supposed to do this, that before 6 o'clock. Now on a Friday, you're trying to get everything done before 6 o'clock, right? That's not what you're supposed to do. That's a sin, okay? But it's not a sin to know the zodiac, all right? If you know the characteristics of a Cancer, then you come across someone who's a Cancer, or if you know someone who's a Cancer, you can actually see the similitude of what's written about a Cancer in that person who's a Cancer, or a Leo, or a Libra, or something like that. So it's not a sin, right? If you know the characteristics of someone who's an Aries, okay, and then you come across someone, or if you know someone who's an Aries, and then you see that similitude to what's written about an Aries, and the physical and spiritual traits, or natural traits within that person, no matter if it's positive or negative, you'll see there's a similitude there. You'll see there's similarities. Okay, so now you notice, okay, well, this person is an Aries, this person is a Taurus, this person is a Gemini. There's nothing wrong with that, man. But it becomes a sin when you start following tarot concerning zodiac, right? There's a difference, because just like I said, the Most High created the constellations. Everything is good in the Most High's eyes. So by you saying that the constellations is evil, then you're saying the Most High is evil, because the Most High created the constellations, right? So it's not a sin to know about the zodiac, man. It's a sin when you follow tarot concerning the zodiac, right? So I digress. Let's get back into Deuteronomy here. Even all the host of heaven shouldst be driven to worship them and serve them, which Wamalak thy power have divided unto all nations under the whole heaven